And good evening and welcome to Morris High School as the rain has stopped and it's turned into a beautiful night for football. Week 5, and we're right in the heart of conference play. Two rivals going toe-to-toe tonight, the LP Cavaliers and Morris. And joining me tonight is Mike Porter. And Mike, after that 3-game homestand, it was nice and went 2-1.
Yep.
Now we're on the road for the next two, and tonight obviously a tall task. The number 3 team in Class 4, unbeaten Morris. A team that we've seen an awful lot in the last 5 years. I know in 2 of the last 5 seasons, we've actually seen them twice.
Yeah, that's one too many times each year. Yeah, so it was good to be at Howard Fellows for those 3 weeks. I think the Cavs did as well as they could have, going 2-1 with that schedule. So now they're back on the road and face a very tall task here tonight against Morris. But, Cavs just have to play their game and hopefully hold Morris to, under their average.
Yeah, which is pretty high. Morris has dominated a lot of squads this year. And looking at Morris, they're 4-0. They've scored 185 points, given up 63. LP is pretty even, 95 points for and 90 against. The last time these two teams met, again, it was in the playoffs, and it was Morris winning 42-17. And they ran the clock on LP in the regular season, winning 49-7. You're listening to tonight's pregame show brought to you by GAF in Peru. GAF is North America's largest roofing and waterproofing manufacturer. GAF is proud to be a supporter of the LP Cavaliers football team, wishing them good luck in tonight's game. If you're looking to join a great team, apply at GAF.com today. Morris, a lot of names that we remember from last year, Mike.
Yeah.
They returned their quarterback, Carter Button. They returned their top running back, or one of their top running backs, Jacob Schwartz. And they return one of the top wide receivers in the conference in A.J. Zwiers. So probably going to hear a lot of names of Zwiers, Button, Schwartz, and Jack Wheeler as well tonight for Morris.
Yeah, that's going to be familiar for their star players, and it's a little easier tonight as Morris has their names on the back of their jerseys, so it makes it a little bit easier. But, yeah, those are the studs for Morris for the last couple of years, and I think finally they'll be graduating after this year, so thank God we won't see them after this year, but their LP's going to have to contend with them tonight.
And, of course, with Morris, more talent coming up. But, man, does LP have some talent coming up, too. We were treated to a just an old-school defensive battle in the freshman-sophomore game. Unfortunately, LP suffered their first loss of the year, but it was 7-0. The Cavaliers had an unfortunate fumble in the fourth quarter, or we might have saw a scoreless tie.
Yeah, I don't think the teams were going to score, honestly. They were playing even football the entire game, and then the Cavs had that one turnover, and Morris returned it back to the 10-yard line of the Cavs, and they pushed it right in. So good future for the Cavaliers.
We're going to take a break for the anthem and be back here from Morris High School. You're listening to LP and Morris football on 103.9 WLPO.
My mom is Ellen Creedy. She has taught us to be helpful, kind, and to support our community whenever we can. When she went out on her own, she just wanted to help everyone she could. Her promise is to save her clients the most, whether you're the one buying or selling. She'll be there from the beginning all the way to the closing. If you are looking for a place or are ready to sell, make the right move and call my mom, Ellen at Blackhawk Brokerage. Go Cavs!
Jeremy Aiken and my quarterback
When you need a
here
new
at
appliance,
Morris
think
High
Grazier's
School as
Plumbing
we
and
continue
Heating
the
in
GAF
McNabb.
pregame show. And time now for
Look at this
our
impressive
Hometown
list of
National Bank
brands
coin
Grazier's
toss.
offers.
Tonight's coin toss brought to you by Hometown National Bank. Don't leave your financial future up to the
From
toss
kitchen to
a
laundry,
coin. Let the folks at
appliances
Hometown
at
National
Grazier's
Bank
may
help.
just be the
They're
best
your
kept
bank for
secret
life.
in
The LP Cavaliers won the coin toss. And got his 100th win last week. No relation, by the way. I think we just let this know, at least I'm told, to Rod Thorson on the WLPO morning show. But the game time weather, let's get to that. You mentioned it's turning into a beautiful night football here. It rained all the way over. But, boy, once we got here to the high school, the rain stopped and turning into a picture-perfect late September evening.
Yeah, the rain was kind of scary for a little while there, but Game Time Weather is brought to you by Town & Country Services. Whether it's hot, cold, dark, or light, Town & Country is doing whatever it takes 24/7. To see what they can do for you, go to townandcountryservices.com. So, yeah, the weather is picture-perfect, like you said. By kickoff should be around 70 degrees with cloudy skies. It's going to go down to a brisk 67 by 9 p.m., so not a lot of change in the temperature, and I only saw a 5% chance of rain between now and the rest of the evening. So I think we should be set for beautiful weather once again, and let's just hope that continues throughout the season.
All right, thank you, Mike, and thank you to our sponsors of Game Time Weather, Town & Country Services. We're going to take a short break, and during the break you'll hear from head coach Jose Medina as part of tonight's LaSalle Body and Fender coaches interview and injury status update. Few minutes away from LP Morris football, you're listening to the GAF pregame show on 103.9 WLPO.
Tonight's LP Cavalier football live stream is brought to you in part by Blackhawk Brokerage. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Sell & Ellen to help you get it done. Gergovich Family Chiropractic. Every family should have a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Grazier's Plumbing and Heating. Quality name brand appliances plus award-winning service for over 75 years. City Center Rehabilitation. Aquatic therapy, industrial rehabilitation, physical therapy, and sports medicine with one-on-one care. Support our sponsors and go Cavaliers!
Just won't stop. What do? You gotta call Grazier's for heating and cooling. What do? Give us a call. You gotta call Grazier's. We're the ones who can stop the drips and the drip drops. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. When you need us, give us a call. You gotta call Grazier's. 882-2111.
luck to Coach Medina, and we are ready for action as Morris is kicking it off to LP, and this one will sail into the end zone. That's tonight's opening kickoff, brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. Eureka is proud to be a part of this community, helping people just like you since 1885, and still the best place to borrow, the best place to save, Eureka Savings Bank. Partner, James Hardy, keys to the game. What do you think the Cavaliers have to do tonight to pull off the upset?
Well, I know as we talked, as we drove out here, that the last couple of weeks the Cavs have not started fast. They've started really slow, but I think they really need to get going early in this game. They can't afford to be behind the 8 ball, early. They need to, get this first drive. They're on offense first, so see if they can actually drive the ball, whether or not they score or not,
right.
But at least give, the sense that they have some confidence.
So that's the key to the game. You heard Mike mention it, and Coach Medina. They cannot afford to get off a slow start here. Homecoming night, by the way, for Morris, so they're amped up. Holy cow, there was a high snap, and what a message sent on the very first play of the game. Romanoli got the late handoff, and Brady got laid out by the Morris defender for a loss of 2. Holy cow.
Yeah, he got hit hard by the outside linebacker for Morris, and that's Brady's a tough kid, so it's just going to show what kind of night he's going to have tonight.
That wraps up, of course, our GAF pregame show. LP 2nd and 12 as they took the opening kickoff, and it was a touchback for Morris. Boudreau, the quarterback. Brennan going to pass. He's got time to throw or run, and he'll tuck it. Looking for a block. Gets one.
Oh, nice.
And Boudreau reaches forward and is near the first down marker. Nice job by the offensive line, one, to give Brendan time to survey the situation, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, and he was really patient with that block ahead of him, so he kind of waited for that block to get in front of that defender, and he was able to go around the defender and get a first down. So great run by the quarterback.
Looks like a gain of about 13, Mike. They needed 12 for that first down, so give Boudreau 13 on that carry after the 2-yard loss for Romanoli. 1st and 10, Cavaliers. Handoff, Brady Romanoli off right tackle. Brady gets it out past the 35 to about the 36, maybe the 37-yard line.
Yeah, another 6 hard-earned yards there for Brady.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 for the Cavaliers. We're a minute into this one. Cavaliers with a first down already, looking for their second on the opening drive of the ball game. After this play, we'll give you your Family Pride uniform description for the night. 2nd and 4, Cavaliers, 2 receivers set. Boudreau at quarterback, Romanoli in the backfield. And straight quarterback keeper for Boudreau. Wow, he was hit low.
Yeah, he did.
Hopefully Brennan's okay. He got taken out low by the Morris defender. That was number 4, Blaine Bashore. And not going to give him any gain on the play. Got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for LP at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play by, it looked like the interior inside linebacker cut through the line and hit Boudreau right at the knees, basically. So see what the Cavs can do on 3rd and 4.
See if they can keep this opening drive alive. Boudreau in the shotgun once again. Straight drop back pass. Looking to throw over the middle and throws it into traffic, incomplete. Zebron would have been the intended receiver, but there were 3 or 4 Morris defenders in the area, and LP is going to have to punt. By the way, the Cavalier uniform description tonight brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners, proud LP alum. Family Pride Cleaners takes pride in their work just like the Cavaliers. Follow Family Pride Cleaners on Facebook today. So LP, after the 13-yard run by Boudreau, that was it for offense. And then a nice 6-yard run by Romanoli. Now a Seth Adams punt, sending the Morris returnees Weirs back, pedaling inside his 20. And he's going to be dragged down.
Nice play by the punt return coverage team there for LP.
Pangrasek with the big tackle.
Mason is a senior backup linebacker, and that was a great play on special teams.
It was a great punt to begin with by Seth Adams as he sent Weirs backpedaling. And yeah, Pangrasek brought down Weirs, which is a scary proposition to try to tackle A.J. Weirs out in the open. And Pangrasek took him down, and Morris will start their first drive at their own 23-yard line. Morris with a wide open offense, 4 receivers, 2 to each side of Carter Button, who is a quarterback with a lot of experience, and he's going to pass. Throwing a quick hit, caught out past the 30-yard line, and that was Mumbrew, number 11. Medina with the tackle for the Cavs, but he gained about 7, maybe 8 yards on that quick pass out to the Morris 31-yard line.
Yeah, he took 2 quick steps back and fired it to the receiver right there in the slot.
Another pass by Button, same pass to number 11 Mumbry, and he's got the first down out to about the 35-yard line, so gain of 4. So 2 quick passes for Morrison, and they move the chains for their first down of the evening.
And no huddle here for Morris. I do remember that from years past.
It's a pretty frantic offense.
Yep.
And they're going to give it to Schwartz. Right tackle, he's got room. He turns it up inside. 50 to the 45, puts his head down, and tackled by Zebron. No flags on the play. Schwartz initially ran into some contact on the right side, then changed field. And Schwartz, who is back after a big season last year, gets it all the way down to the LP 40-yard line.
Yeah, quick 25-yard run for Schwartz.
Button's going to pass, throwing over the middle. There's Mumbry again, 35, stiff arms a Cav defender. Stiff arms 2 Cavs defenders.
Finally pushed out of bounds by Zebron.
And Noah was able to get him right before the first down marker, gain of 9.
It's interesting that we talked about the other receivers for Morris, and it's been number 11 with the 3 receptions so far.
And they go back to Schwartz. He's got the first down. He was tackled by the Cavaliers, number 42, Joshua Bickford, but Schwartz does get the first down. So Morris quickly again, no huddle offense. 1st and 10 at the Cavalier 28-yard line. Button in the shotgun, Schwartz in the backfield. Button's going to keep it and hammer down.
Wrapped up quickly.
Yep.
Is that Medina in there or Nolan Glenn?
And looked like number 52, Danny Beavers
Danny
as
Beavers
well.
Also nice.
Button did get 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 for Morris at the LP 26. Button rolling right. Still looking, throwing, and incomplete. Going towards the sideline to Zwiers. And Caleb Kennedy will be matched up with Zwiers, I would assume, all night long. And that bullet of a pass by Button goes incomplete. So now Morris is looking at a 3rd down and 9 at the Cavalier 26-yard line. Clock stops at 7:45, and finally everybody can kind of take a little breath here.
Yeah, Morris does not slow down.
2 receivers to each side. LP.
Watch that.
Yep, they didn't get in the neutral zone. Button tried the hard count. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Morris. In motion is Mumbry. And a straight drop back for Button. Throwing over the corner. Nobody there.
I think there was a miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver, because the receiver was wide open in the end zone, but the quarterback threw it about 10 yards short.
So an incomplete pass. An interesting call now for Coach Thorson and Morris. It's 4th down and 9. They're really too close to punt. So got to believe they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, I was seeing the warm-ups for the field goal kicker for Morris. It didn't look like he was on the Seth Adams level, so this may be a 4th down they're going to go for.
4th and 9, big play early on. Button rolling right.
Pass.
Throwing over the middle. Wide open at the 15. Breaks the tackle. That's Mumbry again. And that's a 1st down to the 13-yard line. Gain of 13 on a 4th and 9. They found number 11 once again. He's been the go-to guy early on for Morris.
Yeah, the defensive backs have their work cut out for him tonight with the number of receivers Morris has.
Ethan Mumbrew, he's 6'3".
Somebody's wide open out there.
And that's a touchdown. Is that Schwartz with the catch?
I don't know, but there was definitely an issue with the defense, because there was not one defender within 15 yards of that receiver out there, and it was just an easy throw and catch for the touchdown.
I believe it was number 26, Peterson. Caught LP napping, if you will.
Yeah, there was a substitution coming onto the field for the LP, but definitely didn't do it fast enough, and the receiver was wide open.
It's about a 15 yards. Is that what you had?
13-yard touchdown catch.
All right, so LP had Morris on a 4th and 9. Morris was able to convert, and then they punch it in the very next play. The PAT, the kick is good. So just like that, Morris on their first drive of the night scores. They lead 7-0. LP had them on a 4th and 9, but give Morris credit. Button, the returning quarterback for Morris, found a receiver wide open.
Right. Well, you couldn't have asked anything better on the defensive end on that side. You know, a 4th and 9, you're holding the offense after they've driven down the field, but they just let that one receiver kind of sit open in the middle of the field, and then the next play get the touchdown. So Cavs seen what Morris is going to be doing all night.
And obviously there's going to be a lot of attention given to Zwiers, so credit Morris for going to another receiver here early on. He had 4 catches on that drive, did Mumbry. Now, Peterson caught the touchdown pass, but they were able to spread it around. So 7-0, Morris strikes first. 7:18 to go here in the first quarter. And here is the kickoff. This one's a shorter one. And Roman
right on the sideline there.
We'll take it about the 13.
Brady's going to have some work to cut out for him there.
He won't make it back to the 20.
Nope.
So a short return for Romanoli, only about 3 yards. So it'll be first and 10.
Yeah, that was a very high kick on the sideline. So by the time Brady caught it, there was many Morris defenders right on him. So
Cavaliers will start first and 10 at their own 16-yard line. 7-0 Morris, 7:13 to go in this opening quarter. It is homecoming for Morris, so we expect a longer than normal halftime show. And we'll get some scores momentarily. Our first check of our Subway scoreboard update of the night. Boudreau in the shotgun. He hands it off to Romanoli, and Romanoli is taken down in the backfield inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a loss. Back to the 14, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Cavaliers. They had 1 first down on their opening drive. It was a quarterback run for Boudreau. And Romanoli had a positive run as well, but other than that, LP negative plays on offense. This Morris team looking at their season so far. They give up just a field goal to Coal City. Joliet West put up 20. Boudreau throws. It's caught by Zebron in between a couple Morris defenders. Nice catch by Noah. It's going to be short of the first down, but...
Yeah, that was a risky throw there. There were 2 defenders there, but Zebron made a nice catch.
Gain of about 5.
Good pass by Boudreau also, but he got hammered after he caught the ball.
So gain of 5, we'll say, and it's a 3rd and 7. LP just shy of the 20. But Morris gave up 33 to Caneland, and then just a touchdown last week against Woodstock North. So 3rd down, let's see if the Cavaliers can convert. Boudreau, straight drop back. He's got plenty of time to throw. He's going to run, and he puts some moves on.
Look at that. He put his shoulder down.
A heck of a run by Brendan Boudreau, dragging a couple Morris defenders out past the 30-yard line. And that's a first down, LP, a 13-yard gain for the senior quarterback, Brendan Boudreau.
Yeah, he got into the open. There were a couple defenders there, and Brendan, instead of going around him, he went through them. So great run by the quarterback.
So both first downs via the
13-yard run by the quarterback.
Boudreau, he's had both first downs for the Cavaliers tonight. 3 receivers set. We see Seth Adams in there tonight. He was the hero receiver last week. Boudreau going to hand it off to Romanoli. He evades the
that's got to be a face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to
be a 15-yarder.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty there on number 9.
Right in front of the LP bench, and 2 officials threw the flag. And that definitely should be a 15-yarder. He hung on to the face mask for quite a while in bringing Romanoli down. So that should be another first down for the Cavaliers. They're going to mark it off from the 32.
Yep. So 15-yard from there, so they should have it at the 47-yard line, I would guess.
Yep. So the Cavaliers first and 10 now at their own 47. 5:12 to go in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Morris, but LP with 2 straight first downs here. Adams, Kennedy are the wideouts, along with Zebron. Got Wheatley out there as well for LP. 4 receiver set. In motion is Adams, and Seth's going to get the ball on the jet sweep. He turns it inside. 45-yard line, down about the first down marker near the 43. We've seen Adams last week show off his speed, and it's going to be close right at the first down marker. Let's see if they are going to give it to him.
Yep. Yeah, Seth Adams is the fastest player on the LP squad. He showed it last week with that catch, receiving it, and then he just showed it there with the jet sweep.
10 yards on that carry for the LP senior Seth Adams. So the Cavaliers move onto the Morris side of the football field. First down and 10. As the LP student section gets into this one. Camouflage theme tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see the super fans make the trip out to Morris. And like you said, it's hard to see them, but they're as in camo. But you can hear them.
They hand it off to Romanoli right up the gut, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So second down and 10. No gain on the carry for number 13, Romanoli. Take a gander early on at some scores here. End of one, no score between Princeton and Sterling. St. Bede 14-0 early on over Westmont. After one, scoreless, Bureau Valley and Mendota.
It'll be interesting to see how that Princeton-Sterling game turns out.
2 powerhouses, and Boudreau back to pass. Pocket breaks down.
He got out.
Brendan's going to run, and he steps out of bounds near the line of scrimmage, actually.
Yeah, it looks like he maybe gained a
Maybe
yard.
a yard. We'll give him a yard, yep. Down to the 42. So Boudreau did not find anybody downfield and had to settle for a run. Ran out of bounds in front of the Morris sideline, or at the Morris sideline.
Yep.
3rd and 9. Clock stops at 3:23 of the first.
Looks like a timeout here on LP's side.
All right, that's their first timeout of the night. Some other games tonight across the Interstate 8, and we'll try to get scores of these games. Ottawa's at Caneland, Rochelle at Sycamore, and a battle for supremacy in Woodstock with Woodstock at Woodstock North. Some other games around the Illinois Valley. Hall is at Kewanee. That game's over on our sister station, 96.5 The Wolf. I mentioned Bureau Valley hosting Mendota, St. Bede's at Westmont, Fieldcrest hosting Hayworth, Streeter home to Herscher, Seneca's at Ridgewood, and Marquette was supposed to be up at Melrose Park tomorrow against Walther Christian, but that game has been canceled. I believe it's a forfeit win for the Academy. Right here, after the timeout for LP, we're looking at a 3rd down and 9 for the Cavs at the Morris 42. Morris with a lead 7-0, 3:23 to play here in this opening quarter from Morris High School.
Cavalier offensive line has to give Boudreau some time here to hopefully complete this pass, which I'm going to assume. No, that's a false start. Yeah,
all the receiving core jumped. And that's going to be now a 3rd and 14 for the Cavaliers.
Yep.
So we'll see if they stick with the same play call, losing 5 yards there. Then moving back to their own 47-yard line now. 3:23 to go in the first.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone moved except for the center snapping the ball. So somewhere there's a miscommunication on the snap count.
See if maybe they try to get Josh Seneca involved here. He's going to split out wide left.
He looks about 4 inches taller than that defender over there.
And Boudreau going to pass, looking over the middle. Tipped and intercepted.
Oh, nope, they're saying it's incomplete.
Wow, I think that's a break for LP.
Yep, there's no replay here either, so.
It looked like it was tipped by Zwiers. And then his teammate, number 10, Sam Mateski, made a heck of a play, I thought. Mateski not really arguing.
Yeah, obviously the official had a better view from the opposite side. We just saw it from the back. So Cavaliers are fortunate that the turnover did not occur. So we'll see how the Seth Adams with his punt here.
Seth inside his own 40. Zwiers is back for Morris. That always is a scary situation. Adams gets off a booming punt.
Nice high punt.
Calls for a fair catch and will catch it at about the 11. A great punt.
Yep.
Does not allow Zwiers to return it and at the 10-yard line. So fantastic job by Seth Adams.
Yeah, you can always ask for a high punt like that and no return, or the touchback on the kickoff. So it's really what we want to see, no returns.
7-0 Morris, 3:11 to go here in the first. So now we'll see that high-octane Morris offense back for the second time tonight. See what kind of adjustments are made for LP on defense. 4 receivers set once again for Morris. Button the quarterback, Schwartz the running back. In motion is Mumbry. They hand it off to Schwartz off the right side, and he gets it out past the 15 to around the 16-yard line. Josh Seneca was there. Also Medina for the Cavaliers. So give him about 5 yards, or maybe 6 yards on that carry.
6 on that, yeah.
From the 10 to the 16. Going to be 2nd and 4 for Morris. Button going to pass. He's rolling right. Has time. Throwing deep for Zwiers. It's caught. And going to be tackled just inside the 50 by Caleb Kennedy. Wow, Button was just waiting for his stud receiver Zwiers to get open over the big M in the middle. And a perfect pass to Zwiers for the first time tonight. He gets behind LP's defense, and just like that, Morris, a 1st and 10 at the LP 47-yard line.
37-yard completion to Zwiers.
And they go back to the ground with Schwartz, and he bulldozes his way. Tackled down by Medina at about the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 6 for Schwartz. Down to 2:15 to go here in the first. It's 7-0 Morris. The Morris is back on the move at the Cavalier 41-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Button going to pass again. Looking, throwing to the right. It's caught.
Penalty flag on the play.
The catch was made at about the 35. It'll be enough for a first down, but there was a flag behind the play.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see what that would be, if that would be a hold on a defense on one of the receivers.
Brett Bounds made the catch, number 28 for Morris. But looking to see what the flag was.
The legal man downfield, it looks like.
All right, that's a break for the Cavaliers. That'll move Morris back and negate that completion. And we're partner right on that. Yep, legal man downfield. So it'll be about a 2nd down and 8 now, as they move Morris back to about the 45-yard line.
Inside 2 minutes already.
Oh, that time they got LP to.
Yeah, it looks like we had
Ty Terzic.
Or
Ricardo Santiago,
jumped
number 72.
outside. Yep, there's that 5 yards back.
So a hard count work that time for Morris. And trips to the right. Got to watch a wide receiver like a bubble screen in that kind of a situation if you're LP.
Yep.
Straight drop back, Button
passing
looking,
the other side.
He was looking left the whole time.
Yep.
And he still was able to complete it to his receiver, Jack Wheeler. And that is a first down. But Button had 3 receivers to the right, and he focused on Wheeler the whole time and still was able to find him and got a first down. They mark it at the Cavalier 29-yard line, 1st and 10 Morris. A minute and a half, and the clock is rolling here in the first quarter. Button fakes the handoff and throws to number 11. That's his 5th catch of the night, I believe, already. Ethan Mumbrew.
Yes, it is.
Just a quick hit to Mumbrew. He's inside the Cavalier 25. They'll mark it at about the 23, 6 yards, yep. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. Morris at the LP 23. Button hands it off to Schwartz. Stiff arms a couple defenders. Nice tackle by Nolan Glenn.
Yeah, Nolan Glenn was holding onto that jersey.
Yep. Schwartz is short of the first down. Give him about 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 Morris. Nice tackle by Glenn. They mark it just inside the Cavalier 20.
Well, I thought he had that first down. So
yeah, 3rd and inches. Down to 35 seconds.
Nice
Schwartz.
play defense on that one.
2 or 3 Cavaliers got in there. Santiago, Glenn was there as well.
Yeah, that was a great play by the interior line of the Cavaliers.
And it's going to go as a loss. back to the 22-yard line. A loss of 2. And this might be the last play of the fourth quarter here. We're down to 10 seconds to go. 4th and 3 for Morris. Most teams would let this go, and they may still let it go here.
Yeah,
I think they are going to switch to the sides of the field.
Yep.
Talk about it some more. So we've played a quarter, and so far Morris leads, but just by a touchdown. And for the second time tonight, LP's defense going to try to stop Morris on a 4th down play. We've played a quarter for Morris. Morris leading LP 7-0. Back with a second quarter after this on 103.9 WLPO.
Gergovich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle's a proud supporter of high school sports. Dr. Gergovich utilizes the most advanced technology to provide effective care for men, women, and children of all ages. Whether you're getting down in a 3-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on a dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic today to see all the ways having Dr. Gergovich on your team can help you be happier, healthier, and pain-free.
Big 4th down play here, and looks like we're going to have a timeout after the quarter change. LP didn't like what they saw probably with the personnel out there, so that's a defensive timeout for the Cavs to talk things over as Morris came out attempting a 4th and 3 at the 22-yard line, but a timeout taken by the Cavs, each team with, actually that's LP's second timeout of the first half.
Well, I think the Cavs could use a little rest. I counted that Morris had 20 offensive plays in the first quarter. So obviously the defensive bit on the field quite a bit. So even that break at the end of the quarter just maybe wasn't enough. So they want to make sure they get the right call here on defense.
And that's what makes it a key tonight, Mike. We've seen it, unfortunately, this season where LP's had to use timeouts on offense, where they just didn't have the right personnel out there. So I think you're onto something where they would love to use those timeouts just to give their defense a breather.
Right.
And to slow Morris down, try to.
Right. You don't want to waste them on personnel issues.
And you want to try to take Morris out of the rhythm.
Well, they have one left for the rest of the first half.
4th and 3. Here we go with Morris. They have
pretty bunched up here.
Button is not in there at quarterback. They've changed. Zweers is actually, so a wildcat, I guess you could say. And Zweers is going to follow Schwartz. And he's got the first down still going. So they put their stud in the backfield. I believe he is the homecoming king as well, I think I saw. So Zweers gets it down to the 13 of LP. So for the second time tonight, Morris converts a 4th down. 1st and 10, Morris at the LP 13. Zweer's going to stay in. A straight direct snap to Schwartz. He's going to be tackled at about the 6. Looked like Medina was there for LP. Also, it was Bickford at the bottom of the pile. So a different look for Morris as they're going with Zweers and Schwartz. Let's see who gets it. Kind of some trickery here. Now it's going to be Zweers.
Zweers has got it up.
Rolling right and going to be brought down short of the goal line. And a little pushing and shoving there. Zweers, I'm sure.
Looks like
that's Seneca. And Seneca is coming up a little
limpy, a little
gimpy.
Bit. You say gimpy, I say limpy.
Yeah, either way, not good.
Yeah, so hopefully that's just a quick little injury and he'll get back on the field. We saw that on the first game. There were quite a few injuries for the Frosh soft team. Looked like 3 or 4 ankle injuries.
3rd and 1, whistles blow, and it's going to be LP using their final timeout.
Yeah, that's just difficult to deal with there. 3rd timeout with now 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter with no timeouts.
And they got a 3rd and inches here. They can get a first down. The ball spotted at the Cavalier 4. 10:45 to go in the second. It's 7-0 Morris.
Well, the
Morris.
Cavs had to do a little substitution quick because of Seneca's
Yeah.
injury, so they probably were not prepared for that, obviously. So they had to get the right personnel in, and they want to make sure they want to stop Morris here.
Take another gander at our Subway scoreboard. Tonight's Subway scoreboard update brought to you by your Subway in Peru, LaSalle, Spring Valley, Marseilles, Ottawa, and Oglesby for a sandwich made with freshly baked bread and fresh ingredients right in front of your eyes. Subway, eat fresh. Get another look at the Princeton-Sterling score. Princeton up 8-0 over Sterling. So back in action, full house backfield behind Button. He will go under center. Power football right now for Morris. And that's a touchdown for Schwartz, it looked like. I'm going to double check and make sure. Yep,
that
36.
Was 36, yep. Yeah, there were 3 in the backfield, so that's definitely the definition of power running there.
A 4-yard touchdown run, I believe, because it was they had 1 yard to go. So just power smash mouth football. Schwartz gets it in from 4 yards out, and that comes at 10:42 of the second quarter. And Morris with a 13-0 lead. With a point after touchdown pending, it is up, and it looks to be plenty good. So it is 14-0 Morris over LP. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. It'll be LP football after this. Cavaliers down 14-0 early in the second quarter from Morris High School. More Cavalier football coming up on 103.9 WLPO.
Plumbing, heating, cooling, generators, and appliances. Think Grazier's Plumbing and Heating in McNabb. Whether you run cold or hot, Grazier's will make sure your home is always just the right temperature. And for those cold winter nights, or when the power's out. And Grazier's does boilers too.
Gotta call Grazier's 882-2111.
Jeremy Ick and Mike Porter back, and here is the kickoff to the Cavaliers. Romanoli is going to be able to catch it at about his 4. Brady's at the 10 looking for blocks and gets out to about the 15. So 11 yards on the return. So Cavaliers will start another drive inside their own 20.
Yeah, the Cavaliers didn't have real good coverage there on the kickoff. There were some blocks that were missed, unfortunately, so it didn't give Brady much of a chance to do much there, but we'll see what the Cavs can do starting inside the 20.
First and 10 LP. LP without Josh Seneca. He's getting treatment down below us here along the sideline. And Cavaliers laid out of the huddle, and we're already down to 10 seconds on the play clock, and they have no timeouts left.
Yeah, right now they do not need to delay a game penalty here inside the 20.
Down to 3, 2, and they just get it off. Boudreaux to Romanoli. Brady gets through the line. He's out past the 20. A nice gain on first down for Romanoli. They'll mark it at about the 22-yard line, so gain of 7 for the senior running back. Some big boys up front on both sides, and Romanoli kind of disappeared at first and came right out of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Brady's only 5'5", 155, but he is a solid, he's a bowling ball in there, so he can get hidden between the trees there.
Second and 3, they go back to Romanoli. Tackled in the backfield.
Well, he was trying to reach the ball out, so I don't know what he was doing, but I'm going to guess that he was down.
Yeah, that and it would be the turf would have caused it.
Yeah, so I think there might have been a loss of 1 on that play.
And they'll mark it back at the 21. You're right, loss of 1 as Romanoli was tackled in the backfield. Third down and 4. 9.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. So third down and 4 for the Cavs.
Morris would love to get this not completed there to get their offense back on the field.
Oh, yeah. He's going to go to Romanoli again and turns it inside.
No, I don't think he's going to make it. It's going to be close, but I don't think.
He lunged forward. He's going to be tackled at about the 24. Needing to get really to the 25.
Yep, I think it's going to be 4th down. Yep.
LP might as, you know what, they're going to probably go ahead and go for it. If not, at the very least, do a hard count here. But they can't do a hard count, let it run down and call a timeout because they don't have a timeout left. So a huge early play right here as the Cavaliers trail 14-0. If they get stopped here, that gives Morris fantastic field position. Boudreau in the shotgun, 4th and 1. He's trying the hard count.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here because they don't have a timeout, so they're just going to take the delay of game penalty, perhaps.
They're going to go for it. Boudreau gets the snap.
That. Oh, he's got
a run
it.
by Brennan, 1st down, spinning ahead past the 30. So a gutsy call and give it to your senior quarterback. And Boudreau with his third 1st down run of the night. That one out to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that was the definition of a gutsy call there for sure. Get a 4th and 1 on the inside the 25-yard line. But good run by Brendan, good blocking by the offensive line.
Well, you'd love for LP to get a nice long drive here, give their defense a break. And, of course, you'd love for that long drive to end in a score. 1st and 10 Cavs. Boudreau is going to call his own number again. Spins ahead. It's about maybe the 33. Give him a couple on that carry. Yeah, they mark it right at the LP 33-yard line. Gain of 2 for Boudreau.
Well, Boudreau's been the most successful runner tonight, obviously for LP. Of course, you don't want your quarterback taking all these hits every other play. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 7:30 and counting in this second quarter. Boudreau back in the shotgun. Brennan is going to hand it off to Romanoli. Nothing there. Boy, the defense was stacked on that one. They knew something was coming.
Romanoli tackled for a loss. The tackle made by Omarion Miller, the Morris defensive end, number 66. And the Cavaliers looking at an obvious passing situation now at a 3rd and 9 at their own 32-yard line. Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. 14-0 Morris over LP. See if LP can convert this drive and keep the drive, or can convert this play and can keep it going. Boudreau rolling right, still looking, throwing, has a man, but he airmailed it to Caleb Kennedy.
Yeah, way over the head of Caleb Kennedy.
And LP will have to punt it away. Clock stops at 6:41 here in the first half. Kennedy, the intended receiver, around the Morris sideline, but Boudreau cannot connect with him.
Yeah, that was a really tough throw because he was trying to throw it over a defender that was ahead of Kennedy. So he tried to get it over the top of him, and he just airmailed it out of bounds.
Here is Adams. Plenty of air again under this punt. And they're going to return it about the 30. And going to be hit out of bounds at about the 35. So a couple yards on the return. Nice coverage by the LP crew out there.
Bounds with the return.
Yeah, number 28, Brent Bounds. So Morris will start this drive at their own 35. They lead LP 14-0 with 6.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, the defense needs to stop here on this drive here. They do not need to give up another touchdown.
Morris will get the ball, too, to start the second half.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't feel too bad if you can get this to halftime down 14-0.
Obviously, there's a lot of time left, and Morris does not take a lot of time on their offensive drive. So,
and they have all 3 timeouts.
All 3 timeouts.
There's Schwartz. He gets through the initial line. He's still up, 40-45.
Oh.
Down the sideline, 50-40, gets past. Murtis was able to trip Schwartz up where he might have went all the way.
Brought it all the way inside the 30 to the 25-yard line of the Cavaliers.
Touchdown saving tackle by Will Murtis for LP.
40-yard run on that play.
A lot of times Schwartz looks like he's going to be stopped near the line, but he finds a hole, and he gets it all the way down to the LP 25-yard line. They go right back to Schwartz, pushes a couple of his linemen, and will be tackled down. That was Brady Backus who brought him down. Give him 3 as they'll mark it at the LP 22-yard line. We're under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. No huddle by Morris. They lead by 2 touchdowns, looking for another score.
Oh,
and LP.
There's another jump there by the
that time
nose
it was
tackle.
Ty Turgic.
Yeah, the ball is right in front of the defender there, so there's no real reason why he should be jumping. Just watch the ball.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2 now. Clock ticking down, 5:45 to go in the second. Button will take it and hand it off to Schwartz, and Glenn had a hold of his jersey and would not let go. Schwartz does get the first down to the Cavalier 14-yard line. We've seen that 3 or 4 times tonight already where a Cavalier defender has a hold of a jersey and is hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, Schwartz is a pretty strong kid, it appears, so just hold on, like you say, for dear life. Try to get him down.
1st and 10, Morris at the 14. Button going to roll left.
Going to pass.
Looking towards the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown, and that was, guess who? Mr. Everything on this team, number 1, Zwiers. A.J. Zwiers got open and scores from 14 yards out. And Morris leads now 20-0.
Yeah, the quarterback just rolled to the left and waited patiently for the receiver to get to the corner of the end zone and threw a strike, and Zwiers pulled it right in.
So a big run set up that score. Oh, bad snap. And he's going to be able to throw it, and just goes incomplete. So the Cavaliers get a positive there as Morris PAT is no good. And it is 20-0, and we'll keep it right here. 5:17 to go until the break. Coming up at the break, we'll have a second half adjustment. We'll also have another scoreboard update, and Mike will have some nuggets about Morris, and also we'll run down what's going on with LP activities for the weekend. Tomorrow, the first day of autumn, Mike, so happy fall.
The 22nd,
at
yeah, the 23rd. Okay.
1:50 in the morning tonight.
Okay, the autumnal equinox.
You got it.
So
is that your favorite
exciting.
season?
I kind of like fall. I used to like winter when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, it definitely has changed for the bad as far as winter goes. So I'd say autumn is definitely my favorite season.
I think most people share that sentiment. Football on a Friday night, beautiful night tonight. We wish the score would be different, obviously. Still a long ways to go. 21-0 or 20-0 Morris. 5:17 to go. So let's see if the Cavaliers can get on the board.
Well, dare I say this is a very important drive for the offense because the defense has been on the field all night, and the offense needs to show something to get something on the scoreboard, like you say, because like you said, Morris is going to get the ball. Oh, look at that.
Takes a Morris bounce. And this one's up for grabs.
Romanoli
was able
barely
to get it.
got it.
Brady was backing off the kick and thinking it was going to bounce into the end zone. And it took a Morris bounce, and he basically had to dive for it. And I think Romanoli shaken up because of it. It was really a 50-50 fight for the ball with him and a Morris player.
Oof.
And Romanoli was able to recover it at the 7-yard line, but he's injured now.
Yeah. Well, I saw what he was trying to do. Like you said, he was thinking that the ball was going to just bound into the end zone, but it just took a back bounce. And Morris had a great opportunity to get that ball inside the 10. So LP's got their backs against the wall here to start this drive.
1st and 10, LP at their own 7 is Romanoli is out. And already Josh Seneca.
Oh, we got a late incoming person here. Player. Oh, we got 2 guys in. Oh, that's I was going to say that's going to be an illegal motion on the Cavs.
They didn't call it, though, did they?
Yeah, there's a flag on that far side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that number 6 was running onto the field, and then there was one of the running backs went in motion at the same time. So definitely, and then now there's a Cav offensive lineman on the ground.
Man, that was just an ugly play all around, and now you got an injury.
Yeah, because you're going to be half the distance to the goal line. So starting at the 7, going to probably the 3 or 4 yard line.
So an injured Cav. It looks like it is a lineman. I can't quite tell which lineman it is.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate on which one, but definitely one of the He looks like he's in pain. He's getting up. So hopefully it's just maybe a cramp, perhaps.
Yeah.
We've seen that a lot so far this year. Of course, we've had a couple of humid games, especially that first game in East Moline. But weather is pretty nice so far tonight.
So half the distance to the goal line will be the penalty. It'll be 1st and 13 for the Cavs on their own 3, but the main thing right now is hoping that their teammate is okay.
Yeah, you never want to see anyone injured.
And he's sitting up, and now he appears to be getting up. Going to
Slowly.
need a help, though, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like, again.
Oh, it's actually Pangersick. And Mason was battling cramps and other injuries in the first game. So
Yeah, I think it definitely looks a little bit not necessarily a cramp. He can't put any weight on that right leg. Perhaps an ankle or whatnot. Like I said, we saw 3 ankle injuries in that first game, so now he's going to be carried off the field by his teammates.
So hopefully Mason gets some medical attention and he's okay. Again, LP with injuries to Seneca already. He was icing his right foot. He might be done for the night. He's got his cleats off.
Well, the LP has a crack training staff,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Gina Martin and her staff do a great job with the players. So, get out of the end zone. Looks like Cordell Wheatley, perhaps? Yeah.
And they ran the jet sweep to Wheatley, and he gets about a yard. They'll mark it at the 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Cavaliers. Coming down to 4.5 minutes of this first half. It's 20-0 Morris over LP. Morris has scored on every one of their possessions. 2 of the 3 possessions, LP forced him into a 4th down conversion, but just couldn't get the stop. Standing in his own end zone is Boudreau, and Brendan's going to pass out of his end zone. Looking to the right side, just throws it away.
Pass intended for Seth Adams, but Adams really wasn't looking for the ball at that time.
So to be 3rd down and 12, LP, just outside their own end zone.
Yeah, this is probably the worst possible scenario here. 3rd and 12 inside the 5 with a Morris defense that's going to be coming at them.
Oh, yeah. Wheatley will bring in the play for the Cavaliers. Play clock down to 20, so plenty of time. The game clock is at 4:21 here in the second quarter. LP's used all their timeouts. Morris with all 3 of their timeouts left. So big 3rd down play here, 3rd and 12 for the Cavaliers. Straight drop back by Boudreau's got time. Pump fakes, throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught by Adams. Let's see where the forward progress is.
Yeah, he's probably going to be
6
caught
or
at the 7-yard line, it looks like. So short gain by Adams.
He got tackled, and Big Pile pushed him back. And so Seth will get a catch. And they mark it at about the 6, so maybe 3 yards on that catch.
Yep, not much.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, pretty much. So Adams will now punt from the back of the end zone. Looks like Zweers and I think that's Wheeler back for Morris. They're standing right around midfield. Snap is good by Adams, gets the punt away and kicks it towards the sideline. Whoa.
Yep.
And didn't want Zweers to be returning that one.
No, it's probably a smart thing, obviously. So it's probably as best Seth could do at that time.
Yeah, he was almost in the back of the end zone. They'll mark it at the Cavalier 45-yard line, so about a 39-yard net punt there. So great field position for Morris as they look to tack on another score. 3:30 to go here in the first. We hit 8 o'clock. You're listening to LP Cavalier Football on 103.9 FM, AM 1220, WLPO, LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby. Morris offense back on the field. 4 receivers once again. And they're going to hand it off to Schwartz. And he had a Cavalier trying to bring him down, but he carried that Cavalier for a few extra yards. Danny Beavers with the tackle, but Schwartz gets it inside the 40, down to the 39, gives Schwartz 6 yards on that carry. 2nd and 4 for Morris.
Yeah, Schwartz is going to be close to 100 yards here pretty soon.
Button with a quick
nice
pass.
play. Nice play by the Cav
Seth
defender.
Adams.
Yeah.
He read it.
Yep, he read the pass and hit the offensive receiver right as the ball got to them and knocked it down. So good play by Seth.
Yeah, it was Jack Wheeler and Adams arriving right as the pass got there. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for Morris. 3:06 to go in the second quarter. Button looking right and almost
another
intercepted.
Play. Another great play by the that was
Hartman, Mikey Hartman.
Mikey Hartman with the defensive play on that side of the field.
So for the 3rd time in this first half, Mike, LP's forcing Morris to have to convert on 4th down. So far, Morris has been able to each time. You know, you stop them on one of these 4th downs and you get a little momentum. Let's see if they can do it here. 4th and 4. Button tossing it out of the backfield at Schwartz. He's got the first down and more. Breaks 2 tackles, and he's going to be tackled down finally at about the 22-yard line. So just a quick dump out in the backfield. Tackle for LP was made by Brady Backus. So Schwartz not only hurting LP on the ground, but that time he hurts him in the air. Down to the 22-yard line, just outside the Derek Brayton red zone. Schwartz again puts his head down, gets inside the 20 as he runs into the Cavalier defender.
Josh Bickford with the tackle.
Yep. So Morris back in the Edward Jones, Derek Brayton red zone. To be 2nd and 7, Morris at the LP 19. We're down to 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Button looking, throwing, it's caught.
Number 11 again.
And he is brought down in the sideline. I think he got out of bounds.
Yeah, close to a first down.
Medina was in the area, so was Murtis for LP. He's going to be just short of that first down as they'll mark it at the 12-yard line, 13.
Yeah, it looks like the 13.
Yep, 3rd down in inches, I would say, for Morris. 2 minutes, he stayed in bounds, so the clock is running.
3rd and I like to call it a skosh.
But push off.
That was going to say, my goodness.
Wow, they didn't even call it.
Wow, the receiver pushed Seth Adams to the ground.
Thankfully went incomplete, but a blatant push off.
Wow.
By the Morris receiver. They were looking for that corner of the end zone pass play, and thankfully it went incomplete.
Yeah, because they were not calling it, so.
3rd down, or it'll be a 2nd down now for Morris. And again, they can get a first down at the 1-yard line. And they go back to Schwartz off left tackle. He's got running room. He's got a touchdown. Untouched by Schwartz, the running back for Morris. His 2nd touchdown run of the first half.
3rd touchdown of the second quarter.
For Morris, yep. And that comes at 1:46. Let's see if they go for 2 after missing the last point after. I think they will. Looks like try to get back to 28.
Yeah, it looks like the kicker's not on the field.
Nope. So 26-0 Morris. Button going to look to throw, and he's going to be wrapped up, brought down. And it was Glenn on the play. Also there for LP was Brady Backus.
Okay, well, good play by the Cavs defense there.
So 2 straight unsuccessful PAT attempts for Morris on pass plays. It is 26-0 Morris over LP with 1:46 to go here in the first half.
That's the 36th offensive play for Morris in the first half. And in a high school game, that's an immense number.
Yeah.
You rarely see that kind of offense, especially since Morris is, they're no huddle. They're going as fast as possible. So Cavs defense is going to be really enjoy their halftime.
Yeah.
Because they're going to need the rest.
It's 26-0. Morris with the lead over LP. As back deep. Good to see Romanoli's okay. Brady got shaken up on that kick return earlier. Caleb Kennedy joining him.
Yeah, I think the coaching staff probably told Brady to catch whatever they can down there.
Yeah.
Unless it's actually in the end zone.
It took you couldn't find a better bounce if you were Morris on that kickoff.
Nope, it was absolutely perfect.
And here is the kick, end over end, and Romanoli going to return it.
Yep, right on the 3-yard line.
3, the 10, Brady's at the 15, and gets it out near the 20. And they're spotted right at the 20.
Yep. 17-yard return.
The Cavaliers with 1:41 to work with here before halftime. 26-0 Morris. They've scored on each of their possessions.
It'll be interesting to see what happens if they stop the Cavs on this first down. Morris may call first timeout since they have all 3.
Yeah.
You could potentially see that. So Cavs can't sit on their laurels and just down, because I think Morris is going to want more.
Yeah, I would if I was Morris with 3 timeouts and try to get another score before the break. Boudreau and Romanoli in the backfield. LP with 4 receivers. Wheatley goes in motion. And Boudreau going to pass. Looking right, throwing to Wheatley. Cordell cuts it inside. And he gets it out to about the 27-yard line. And a gain of 7 from Boudreau to Wheatley.
Yeah, Cordell hasn't been used all that much in the offensive game plan here for the Cavs.
Had a touchdown in week 1 against UT. But, it's gone pretty quiet since then.
So nice 7-yard gain there.
LP not in any hurry here. They have no timeouts. And Morris not taking a time. If Morris maybe gets them for a loss here, perhaps they'll take a timeout. Let's see. Down to 5 seconds on the play clock. Down to a minute in the game clock. And they give it on the end around. Nothing there for Arzola. They ran the jet sweep.
Yep, there's the timeout.
Yep. Adrian Arzola tackled for a loss. Number 6 tackled back at the 23-yard line. Loss of 4. And Morris does indeed use their first timeout of this first half.
Yeah, the Cavs offense is going to have to do some quicker plays because the Morris defense is so fast. Any slow developing plays are not going to work.
Be 3rd down and 8 for LP. Clock stops at 48 seconds. Week 5 of the high school football season. We're back on the road next week, our longest road trip of the year, no doubt, with Woodstock.
Yeah, that's going to be a late night, I would imagine, getting back from Woodstock.
LP, I know the team will be able to take a charter bus, so have a nice comfy ride at least.
Hopefully after a nice comfy win, I would hope, right? Makes the ride home a little bit sweeter coming home from a win.
For the team and the announcers.
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd down coming up.
And the cameraman.
And the cameraman, yeah. 3rd and 8. And for the bus driver, too, I'm sure. A little more boisterous bus ride home. Or maybe the bus drivers like it being quiet and down. I don't know. Never driven a teen bus. 3rd and 8 for the Cavaliers after the Morris timeout. Boudreau going to go to the air. Brennan looking to pass, throwing out in the flat, caught at the 20, 25, 30, 35. That's a first down. Nice catch. That was Arzola, who's got some speed. And nice catch and run by Adrian Arzola. And that moves the chains. And that probably puts an end to Morris taking timeouts here, as they only have 2 left, and the clock is down to 30 seconds. There's about 6 seconds difference on the play clock and the game clock.
And that equaled the longest play of the half for the Cavs.
Wow.
Boudreau had 2 13-yard runs in the first quarter, and that's definitely the longest here in the second quarter.
First down, LP. They're going to go ahead and run a play. Boudreau looking to pass. He was wanting to go deep, but he'll be sacked instead. And hopefully he didn't get hurt on the last play of the half. That would be a backbreaker if you're LP. Oh, boy.
Nope. He's limping, but he's got up. So
So that sack for Morris to end the half was by number 55, Vaughn Mills. So hopefully Brendan's okay. He's definitely shaken up on the very last play of the first half. So it's 26-0 Morris over LP. We'll have some first half stats after this, scoring summary, and a scoreboard update. Cavaliers down big at state-rated Morris, 26-0. Back with halftime coverage on 103.9 WLPO after this.
Tonight's LP Cavalier football live stream is brought to you in part by Blackhawk Brokerage. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Sell and Ellen to help you get it done. Gergovich Family Chiropractic. Every family should have a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating. Quality name brand appliances plus award-winning service for over 75 years. City Center Rehabilitation. Aquatic therapy, industrial rehabilitation, physical therapy, and sports medicine with one-on-one care. Support our sponsors and go Cavaliers!
Morris with the lead over the LP Cavaliers as we start our halftime show. And halftime is brought to you by the Locker Room. As the teams head to the Locker Room, you should too. For all your sports gear, go to the Locker Room online and on East St. Paul Street in downtown Spring Valley. Scoring summary in the first half. Morris with one score in the first quarter, a 13-yard touchdown pass, button to Peterson. The kick was good at 7:18. Then at 10:42 of the second quarter, Jacob Schwartz, a 4-yard run. The kick was good. A.J. Zwiers got open in the end zone for a 14-yard touchdown reception at about 5.5 to go. The pass was no good for the 2-point conversion. And then Schwartz gets back into the end zone, 11-yard run with about 1:45 to go in a half. Again, a pass failed on the 2-point conversion. No turnovers for either team. So that's your scoring and turnover summary. 26-0. Morris with the lead over LP. I'm going to turn it over now to my partner, Mike Porter, for some early first half numbers.
Yes. Well, as you can imagine, being 26-0, there aren't too many offensive stats for the Cavaliers as of yet. Brendan Boudreau was the leading rusher with 36 yards. Brady Romanoli had a very tough earned 11 yards rushing, and Seth Adams had a 10-yard run. As far as Cordell Wheatley also had 4-yard rush there at the end of the second quarter. For passing, Brendan Boudreau was 3 for 5 for 23 yards. Zebron with a 5-yard reception, Adams with a 3-yard reception, Cordell Wheatley on the score sheet again with a 7-yard reception, and Adrian Arzola with a 6-yard reception. Cavaliers did have 2 penalties in that first half, so they definitely cleaned up that over since the last couple of games that they've had. Cavaliers were 2 for 5 on third down, and they are actually 1 for 1 on that fourth down play. So, again, the offensive production's not really there, but Morris defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been all over the Cavaliers' offensive players and not been on the field all that long, so they're well rested.
Thanks a lot, partner. And we're going to take another break as you're listening to the Locker Room Halftime Show. We come back, we'll have some scores, and we'll have Mike talk about what's all going on with LP athletics and activities this weekend. Halftime for Morris. It is Morris on top of LP, 26-0 on 103.9 WLPL. More halftime coverage after this.
My mom is Ellen Creedy. She has taught us to be helpful, kind, and to support our community whenever we can. When she went out on her own, she just wanted to help everyone she could. Her promise is to save her clients the most, whether you're the one buying or selling. She'll be there from the beginning all the way to the closing. If you are looking for a place or are ready to sell, make the right move and call my mom, Ellen at Blackhawk Brokerage. Go Cavs!
When you need a new appliance, think Grazier's Plumbing and Heating in McNabb. Look at this impressive list of brands Grazier's offers. From kitchen to laundry, appliances at Grazier's may just be the best kept secret in McNabb.
Gotta call Grazier's 882-2111.
Gergovich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle's a proud supporter of high school sports. Dr. Gergovich utilizes the most advanced technology to provide effective care for men, women, and children of all ages. Whether you're getting down in a three-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on a dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic today to see all the ways having Dr. Gergovich on your team can help you be happier, healthier, and pain-free.
Whether you're buying or selling, trust Ellen to help you get it done. Gergovich Family Chiropractic. Every family should have a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Grazier's Plumbing and Heating. Quality name brand appliances plus award-winning service for over 75 years. City Center Rehabilitation. Aquatic therapy, industrial rehabilitation, physical therapy, and sports medicine with one-on-one care. Support our sponsors and go Cavaliers!
Brought to you by the Locker Room and the Morris Pep Band doing a nice job entertaining the crowd here at halftime. And time now to turn it over to my partner and take a look at what's going on with LP High School this weekend, Mike.
Sure, we have quite a few things going on with the schedule for tomorrow. It's supposed to be a nice day, of course. The boys and girls varsity cross-country team are at the Rock River Run, which is in Sterling, I believe. Yeah. So that's always a good course for the cross-country runners. The volleyball freshmen, the red team, are in Byron at the Power Classic. The green team has the green team quad in the East Gym at home at LP. Boys varsity golf is playing at the Mendota Golf Club at the Mendota Invite. Girls varsity tennis has the Cavs invite at the tennis courts at the new sports complex, which I've heard is a beautiful place out there to play some tennis. And the girls sophomore volleyball team has a tournament games in Rock Falls. So there'll be a lot of Cavalier athletes traveling around central Illinois competing for the Cavaliers. I did have some interesting information on Morris High School. Obviously, they have quite the history here in athletics. They've been around in some form here for over 100 years, Morris High School. I was looking at some famous alumni that Morris has had. Probably the most famous baseball player they've had is Scott Spezio, retired Major League Baseball player. He's probably familiar to a lot of people out there.
I think he part of at least 2 World Series champions with the Cardinals and the Angels.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. A couple other retired baseball players, Billy Petrick and Kelly Dransfeld. I've not heard of Kelly Dransfeld, but Billy Petrick I have, and a former NFL football player, Ed Brady. And probably a lot of people would know this alumni, one of the members of Train, Jimmy Stafford, member of the rock band Train. So pretty famous band in the late 2020s, I guess?
2010s, 2010s.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know how you say that or not, but the 2010s and whatnot. So singer or a member of the rock band Train.
Yep.
And it does show, I was looking at some other history here, Morris has done very well in Team Poms. They've actually won 11 state titles, and they've had 22 titles with the Illinois Dance Team Association. So very, very successful cheerleading squad. Morris, of course, has won 3 state football championships over the years, last in 2005, but they've been runner-up 8 times. So you can see the success they've had going to the state tournament. And they've made the playoff 82 times out of the last 100 years. So not making the playoffs only 18 times in the last 100 years. So that's definitely the definition of success as far as the football team. And I know we talked a little bit about the mascot. I know they're thinking of changing that, so we'll see what happens with that. Of course, they've been this mascot since probably the beginning, I would guess. Yeah. So I know there's a lot of talk in the community about changing that, so we'll see what happens there. So that's really all I had for Morris High School.
And I guess they're really 24 minutes away from clinching another playoff berth. A win tonight for Morris would be 5 wins. So,
that's true. So obviously the 5th is pretty much a guarantee here in Illinois. Yep. I don't think the Morris wouldn't have made the playoffs if they were to lose this game, perhaps. But they're definitely a playoff squad. And I know they're in as of right now they're in 4A.
Yeah. That could change. We'll see. They've been in 5A in past years.
Yes, so that seems to change almost on a weekly basis based on a lot of different factors that the state probably couldn't explain if they. I don't know. I don't know. It's very complicated how the state does it, but and the LP would be in 5A playoff if they are able to get 5 wins this year.
So a lot of football to be played in the season and still tonight. 26-0. Morris with the lead over LP. You're listening to Locker Room Halftime Show on 103.9 WLPO. We come back, we'll have scores, and we'll have Mike's second half adjustment. Cavaliers have some work to do, down 26-0 to Morris. Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter back here at Morris High School as we wrap up the locker room halftime show. Before we start, it's time now for the second half adjustment, brought to you by the Gergovich Family Chiropractic Center. Everyone needs a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help lead you to a healthy lifestyle. And Mike will wait till after the kick here by Seth Adams. I'll give you a few extra seconds to think about your second half adjustment. Here is Seth's opening kickoff.
Could be a touchback.
Yep. What do you think, LP? Maybe, they got to chip away at this, obviously.
Yeah, it's obviously they're going to come back all, in one drive. So they have to really do something on their defensive end to try to slow Morris down. Morris's offense have been on the field for the majority of the first half, and Cavaliers have not really stopped them at all this whole game. So if they have any chance of coming back to try to, be competitive in this game, they need to stop them in this drive.
That is your Gergovich Family Chiropractic second half adjustment, and thank you them for the second half adjustment. And let's see if the Cavaliers defense can maybe make a stop here in the first drive of the second half and get some momentum on the Cavaliers side. Hand off to Schwartz, and he gets it out to about the 24-yard line. He was upended by Will Murtis. Called Murtis' name quite a bit on defense tonight. And I would think Will would be in the mix for our player of the game. Quickly, Morris again, no huddle. It's 2nd down and 6 at their own 24. Button throwing over the middle.
Pass.
Wow, and Zweers is going to go to the house. Touchdown. Wow, a quick slant. 76 yards to the homecoming king. Button to Zweers. He does everything for Morris. Just like that. 35 seconds into the second half. 76 yards. Zweers, his second touchdown reception of the night. And it is 32-0 Morris.
Can I switch my second half adjustment?
No, it is what it is.
No.
That was just a quick slant, Mike, and Zweers got open and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, he was open for that quick second, and he outran every Cav defender out there. So,
kick is good. Got a lost phone here, heard the announcer say.
Oh, I thought he said a lost boy. So
much
better than a lost.
Much better, yeah. Phones can be replaced.
I'm sure someone's missing it, though.
Oh, yeah. So 76-yard pass, the kick good to open up the second half. And it is now 33-0 Morris. So one more touchdown and an extra point. Morris would get this clock running. 33-0, 76-yard pass. Zweers showed his speed. And he was a handful a year ago. Got to believe he's going to be an all-stater, no doubt, for this Morris team.
Yeah, I would imagine he'd be a good candidate for that.
And Button just did a little slant pass, and Zweers did the rest.
Yeah, it makes a quarterback stats look pretty good when you have receivers like this.
Yeah, it does. So LP will have Wheatley and Romanoli back to return this kick. 35 seconds into the second half. Second play from the line of scrimmage. Goes for 76 yards. And it'll be taken by Romanoli at about the 2. Brady's at the 50. Oh, man. Wow. Almost like a clothesline there. Clean hit, but man.
Whew. Well, see, Romanoli is so short.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, the defender is not meaning to hit him illegally, and that was a good hit, but it just looked ugly.
I mean, it literally looked like he went under a clothesline and had the feet come up out from under him.
Yeah, and this kicker has been doing a really nice job kicking it right to the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yep.
He's just short of the touchback. So,
so far, Mike, it's hard to find a weakness with Morris because you mentioned their kicker has done great on kickoffs. Obviously, their defense is stout. They've shut out LP. Their offense is explosive. I haven't seen a weakness yet on this Morris team. And there's a fumble.
Fumble. I think more.
It was a handoff between Boudreau and Romanoli.
Might have gotten that.
And Morris does come up with it.
Yep. That was the worry there.
It was number 9 for Morris. It was a fumbled exchange between Boudreau and Romanoli. And Carter Loudman, the 6'4 senior end, that's the first turnover of the night. So that'll go against, I guess, Romanoli as a fumble.
Yeah, I would say that would be a running back fumble.
So Morris in business already in the Derek Brayton, Edward Jones red zone. 1st and 10 at the Cavaliers 16. They're looking for their second score in less than a minute here in the second half.
Yeah, they're not.
Button is going to pass, looking for the end zone, throwing.
Oh, he's pushing off in there.
And incomplete. Guess they're going to say both guys were jockeying a little bit. That was Wheeler, the intended receiver for Morris. And he was.
Was that Noah Zebron?
Yep,
back
Noah
there?
Zebron with the coverage.
Yeah, Wheeler's probably got about 3, 4, 5 inches on Zebron.
2nd down and 10. Clock stops at 11:10 of this third quarter. 33-0 Morris. If they get a touchdown here and an extra point, the clock will roll the rest of this game. Button over the middle, caught at the 15, and nice tackle.
Immediately. Nice.
Yeah, not let him go any further. And guess who? That was Will Murtis again.
Yep.
And that's going to force Morris to have a 3rd down.
I think he lost a yard or 2 on that.
Yeah, nice job by Murtis. Is that number 11 again, I think, for Morris? Yep.
Yep.
Ethan Mumbrew. 3rd and 10. They're going to hand it off to Schwartz, and he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down. 3 or 4 Cavaliers were there.
Yeah, it looks like number 9, Brady Backus, was on the bottom of the pile.
Backus and Beavers.
Yep.
And it's going to be.
Sounds like a law firm.
Going to be spotted at about the 15. So 4th down and 8. Morris is going to go for it. And they try a quick hard count, then everybody looks towards the sideline. Everybody but the lineman. Even the receiver furthest from the play has to look over towards the sideline. 4th down and 8. Button throwing towards the end zone. He's got a guy wide open, but he overthrew him.
Thankfully, he threw it out of bounds because he was, or number 11 was wide open out there.
Ethan Mumbrew. So the Cavaliers, for the first time tonight, get a turnover on downs. First time Morris has been unsuccessful on a 4th down conversion.
That could be a candidate for drive of the game for the Cavaliers, just to stop them. I mean, honestly.
You're right. And stop them inside the red zone.
Yeah, because they
nice job.
Morris had the ball at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
So we'll mark that one down, Mike, for our drive of the game. It doesn't necessarily, it can be defense for sure. So 9:55 to go in the third. Here comes the LP offense. They weren't out there very long the first time here in the second half as they fumbled the handoff. 1st and 10 at their own 14. Boudreau fakes the handoff.
I was going to say.
Rolling left, throwing. It's could not be caught.
He got hit pretty hard out there.
Yep, that was
Brevin Vogel, was that?
No, Brady Backus.
Brady Backus.
Yep, number 9.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Vogel's injured. So Backus just couldn't haul that one in. I think he was hearing some footsteps from the Morris team. Of course, the Family Pride uniform description, Morris in their standard home. Is that, I guess, maroon or red, would you say?
Yeah, probably
gold,
burgundy or some sort.
Burgundy with gold pants. Burgundy helmets. LP on their road whites, green helmets, red trim, green numbers. Boudreau hands it off to Romanoli. Brady hammered down at about the 20. A nice little gain for Romanoli of 6 yards. That'll set up a manageable 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, that's all you really ask for is something that's, within 5 yards or less on a 3rd down.
And one would think LP may just go for it on 4th if it's 4th and short. They're down 33-0 with 9.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Boudreau in the shotgun. And they had a miscommunication. And Boudreau went to hand it off to his left. His running back went right. Yep. And Brendan was tackled all the way back at about the 10-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 10. And now LP has no other choice but to punt.
That counts as a rushing stat for Boudreaux, so minus 10 yards on that. But, like you said, he went left and the running back went right, or vice versa.
And here came 3 or 4 Morris defenders.
Yep. So I don't even know if Romanoli would have made anything if he would have got the ball, because the defenders were in there so fast.
So a punt coming up for Seth Adams in his own end zone. He's been there a few times tonight. Gets off another high punt, fair catch caught for by Zwiers at the LP 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Morris, the Cavalier 47, 8:30 to go in the third quarter. Morris again, 1 score and an extra point away from getting the clock running against the Cavaliers. Cavaliers have been a second-half team for the most part this year. They rallied to beat Woodstock North and obviously rallied in the fourth quarter to beat Plano. They had a nice second half in their opening win against UT.
Yep.
Never could get anything going against Metamora in week 2, and just haven't been able to get much going here tonight against Morris.
And this is the 4th drive for Morris starting in LP territory.
Another pass to Zwiers. He's upended. Boy, it could have been maybe a touchdown-saving tackle. That was Mikey Hartman. Had Zwiers coming at him out in the open. That's a scary proposition, and Hartman stood in there and brought Zwiers down to the 35. That's still a first down, gain of 12.
Yeah, Zwiers is a big kid, and Mikey Hartman is not that tall, so...
Zwiers goes in motion, and they're going to hand it off. It's not Schwartz this time. Boy.
Somebody's still on his feet.
Yeah, he's just running into Cavalier defenders left and right.
Number 7.
That's first carry of the night for number 7. That was Griffin Zwiers. Oh,
no, there's another Zwiers. What year is he?
He's a junior.
Okay.
So it's 2nd down and 9. That was a really tough 1-yard gain there by Zwiers.
Yeah.
And he's going to get the call again. This time he runs into a Cavalier defender, falls forward to about the 30.
Yeah, he fell forward about 3 yards.
Yep. They mark it right at the 30, so it'll be 3rd down and about 5 for Morris.
Danny Beavers with the tackle there.
They have a 3rd down and 5 at the LP 30. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2 backs in the backfield with Button, and Button's going to fake the handoff. He's going to pass. Throwing over the head of Griffin Zwiers, the intended receiver. So Morris will have another 4th down and 5 at the LP 30-yard line.
Yeah, I just heard the coach down in the press box say, remind the players to watch the ball because they do that hard count here.
Yep. 4th and 5.
Down.
Yeah, the 5 yards would be enough to move the chains. Schwartz goes out in motion and a little trickery to Zwiers. He's got 1 man to beat. He gets the block and he gets into the end zone. A little trickery, and Zwiers with a hat trick. That'll be a 30-yard run for Zwiers. He does it all. We mentioned he's the homecoming king as well.
Yeah, that was a really well-designed play.
Yep.
Everyone was going, toward the near sideline, and the other running back just pitched it back to Zwiers running the other direction.
And there was about 1 Cavalier left on that side of the field.
He was getting blocked.
Yep.
He was getting blocked. So really nice play design for Morris.
So if this extra point goes through, we'll have a running clock for the rest of the way. The kick is up, and it is directly through. So the Cavaliers down now 40-0 to Morris, and after this kickoff, the clock will run. And we'll keep it right here.
Yeah, they scored 2 quick touchdowns.
Yep.
Start the third quarter.
76-yard pass and a 30-yard run, both with Zwiers. He's got 4 touchdowns. I said a hat trick. He's got 4 touchdowns actually tonight.
Yeah, we were wondering at the beginning of the game if he was even going to be called upon. Number 11 was getting all the receptions, but Zwiers definitely turned it on.
Or that is 3. That is 3.
Okay.
I'm mistaken, yep.
Well, the game's
Schwartz
still
has
going.
2.
It's still going.
Well, you would think his night would be over with the running clock, but it is his big night with homecoming.
Yeah.
The homecoming king, so.
Morris does have a pretty large roster, so they probably will want to get some of the subs in. LP's had a couple injuries here on this side of the sideline, so.
Pangrasic and Seneca have not been back into the game since their early injuries.
Yep, so hopefully they'll be okay for next week and on.
Wheatley and Arzola are back for LP. The kick is angling towards the sideline. That'll be a penalty.
Yep, out of bounds.
But
first mistake by the kicker.
Yeah. So we're at 6:53, and the clock's going to start running and not stop unless there's a score or injury. 40-0 Morris. They scored 7 in the first, 19 in the second, and a quick 14 here in the third. See if the Cavaliers can get on the board before this one's over. Check a scoreboard update, at least some scores. 42-7, Canelan over Ottawa. We'll see both of those teams still later on this season. Ottawa Week 7, Canelan to wrap the regular season up in Week 9.
Both home games for LP, so. Be interesting to see how that Princeton-Sterling game is going.
LP has to call a timeout. So they've kept that streak alive, Mike, of having to call a timeout after a change of possession or, it's the play clock was down, so they had to call a timeout.
Yeah, those things really should not happen. Obviously, you're coming out of a change of possession, like you said, so the Cavaliers should be prepared for what they got to do.
St. Bede 42-0 over Westmont, so they got a running clock there. And ask and you shall receive for Princeton and Sterling. At the end of 3, Princeton leading Sterling 14-6.
Ooh, okay.
So a battle there till the end. At the end of 3, Kewanee rolling over Hall 34-0. See if we can get another Bureau Valley Mendota update. They were in a close game early. Fieldcrest is down 29-8 to Hayworth in the third quarter. Bureau Valley up 21-7 in the third over Mendota.
I would think Bureau Valley and Mendota are kind of rivals up there, I would imagine. Yeah. I'm not all too familiar with it, but that's not going to be good.
And that was Justice Byrd who was in the game. And that's intercepted by Morris, and he's going to run it back. Oh, nope, he stepped out of bounds, did he? Yep, the official said he stepped out of bounds. She was on it. He picked it off at about the 47 of Morris, but the official was right on it.
Yep.
And, that was Justice Byrd in the game now. He threw it up and got intercepted on his first pass play of the night. Sam Mateski with the interception. So it will be Morris football, but he did step out, or else it would have been about a 57-yard interception return. So the backup quarterback for LP, Justice Byrd, came in and got picked off on the first play. Morris will have it 1st and 10 at the 11. And LP again having issues getting the right personnel in there.
I tell you.
A late substitution.
So it looks like a different quarterback is in there now.
Yeah. Different quarterback, different running back, and different receivers.
Yep.
And
he's going to keep it.
The quarterback gets a block. That's going to be a hold. They called it.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say.
Definite hold.
Yeah. Number 14 had a nice, good grip on number 54. It looks like Medina.
Medina was being held, yeah. Their backup quarterback is their quarterback of the future, sophomore Brady Varner. He ran that ball, but he got a hold, and that'll come back. That'll move him back past its 20-yard line.
Yeah, and I saw that backup quarterback warming up at the beginning of the game. He was throwing rockets. So.
He's 6 feet tall, so they got their quarterback of the future. It never ends here at Morris.
Yep. So going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, so just inside the 20. They're in the Derek Braden, Edward Jones, red zone. They'll mark it at about the 19 of LP. And a pass to no one. He threw it out in the flat, and there was nobody there. So it goes incomplete. Backup quarterback again, Brady Varner now in there for Morris. In at running back is Caden Curran. He's a sophomore.
Hartman back in the game for the Cavaliers defense. Number 19, Will Murtis, of course. We've called his name quite a bit.
Yeah, I think he's our... Oh, there's a fumbled snap. The quarterback tries to get it. Varner,
no,
it's still on the turf.
No, it looks like the Cavs got it. Cavaliers recovered the ball.
That was
Nolan Glenn with the recovery. Yeah, the offense was off on that possession.
So Nolan Glenn with the fumble recovery. And tonight's turnovers are proudly sponsored by Beck's. Keep your car turning over with fuel from Beck's in Brewer LaSalle. And if you're hungry, try delicious Godfather's Pizza from Beck's in downtown LaSalle.
All right, so a little bit of a good news factor here for the Cavaliers.
So 1st and 10 Cavs at their own 35-yard line. And we'll see the junior quarterback, Bird, back in there for LP. Both teams with their likely starting quarterbacks for next season getting action here in the second half. And Bird faked the handoff. He's going to keep it himself and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. And lost 1 yard. So again, clock is rolling. It won't take long. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 40-0 Morris. And the Cavaliers looking to snap the ball here. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Bird gets it. He's going to pass. Justice looking, throwing,
nice
and looking for Wheatley.
Wow.
Just overthrew him a little bit. Cordell got behind the defense.
Yeah.
Nice
Wheatley,
arm. Nice by Bird.
Didn't look back for the ball, but, yeah, Bird had a nice spiral going for that pass.
So even with the incomplete pass, the clock continues to run. LP looking at a 3rd and 11. LP and Morris played to a 7-0 final in the fresh soft game. Morris coming out on top. So the Cavaliers have yet to find the end zone in both games tonight. Bird now fumbles the snap, and it's on the turf.
No.
Oh, he picked it up, and his knee was down.
Yeah, he's just got to fall in that ball.
Yeah, back at the 25-yard line, so a loss of 9. So it'll be 4th down and a country mile for LP as Seth Adams going to come on to punt it away now. He's going to be about his 10-yard line. And Morris obviously respecting Seth Adams.
Yeah.
Their 2 returners are all the way back at their own 25-yard line. The word's gotten out. Seth takes a little bit off that one. He's going to take a bounce out of bounds right about the Morris 40. Nice, easy punt that time by Seth. You can tell he really didn't put all of it into it, and it's still an impressive punt.
Yep. And as you said, the ball went out of bounds, but the clock is going.
So probably time for one more play here in the 4th quarter. And that's going to be it. Let's see if they even get this play off, actually. The play clock hasn't started. Let's see. I mean, Morris hasn't even broken the huddle. Here they come. The play clock still hasn't started.
Yeah, I don't know. That should start, I would imagine.
And the play clock might be taking the rest of the night off. Still not started.
Oh.
Not going to bother? There we go.
Yeah.
So they don't have to snap the ball. We'll see if they do. One last play here in the 3rd quarter. They will. And they hand it off to the 45, the 50, and brought down right at midfield was the ball carrier for Morris. And Will Murtis again with a tackle. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Morris has the clock running now They put up 14 points quickly in the fourth. We go to the final 12 minutes. It's all Morris, 40-0 over LP. More Cavalier football after this on 103.9 WLPO.
Mom is Ellen Creedy. She has taught us to be helpful, kind, and to support our community whenever we can. When she went out on her own, she just wanted to help everyone she could. Her promise is to save her clients the most, whether you're the one buying or selling. She'll be there from the beginning all the way to the closing. If you are looking for a place or are ready to sell, make the right move and call my mom, Ellen at Blackhawk Brokerage. Go Cavs!
And appliances. Think Grazier's Plumbing and Heating in McNabb. Whether you run cold or hot, Grazier's will make sure your home is always just the right temperature. And for those cold winter nights, or when the power's out. And Grazier's does boilers too.
Gotta call Grazier's 882-2111.
We're back in action as Morris with a new ball carrier there. That was Wright, number 6.
We got
the carry.
We got the double Camerons with the tackle, Cameron Olivero and Cameron Taylor. Cameron squared with the tackle, 2-yard loss.
Yeah, nice TFL for the Cavalier defenders there. 2nd down and 12. Morris pushed back now on their own side of the 50, their own side of the football field at their 49. And here is Varner. He's going to pass. Looking, zings it out to the left side. And it goes incomplete. And putting on the quarterback pressure. Unfortunately, though, the LP Cavalier player came up injured. He's holding his left arm.
Left bicep.
It looked to be Landon Keelis, number 26. He put pressure on Varner, the quarterback, and I don't know if he came down wrong in his arm or what. So Landon battling an injury now.
Yeah, he looks like he's in pain over there.
3rd down, a run, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 42. That was Curran for Morris. Brought down on the play by LP's Cameron Olivero, number 65. So it'll be 4th down for Morris.
8-yard gain on that play.
And we've got a timeout. The LP coaches, LP's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. It is 40-0 LP trailing, and we got another 4th down conversion attempt coming up for Morris. More Cavalier football after this as we have 10:22 to go on 103.9 WLPO.
Gergovich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle's a proud supporter of high school sports. Dr. Gergovich utilizes the most advanced technology to provide effective care for men, women, and children of all ages. Whether you're getting down in a 3-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on a dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic today to see all the ways having Dr. Gergovich on your team can help you be happier, healthier, and pain-free.
Plumbing, heating, cooling, generators, and appliances. Think Grazier's Plumbing and Heating in McNabb. Whether you run cold or hot, Grazier's will make sure your home is always just the right temperature. And for those cold winter nights, or when the power's out. And Grazier's does boilers too.
Gotta call Grazier's 882-2111.
When you know it, it is Zweers. His night was not over.
Caleb Kennedy in the back to receive it.
So A.J. Zweers, low snap, and he gets the line drive punt away. Kennedy going to catch it out of bounds and get hammered right away. And that was Schwartz, who's playing out there on punt return coverage. Boy, it's pretty risky for Morris to have a guy like Schwartz running down on a punt return when you're up 40-0. Your top running back. But he got down there and hammered Caleb Kennedy.
Yeah, it is interesting how they put him in the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken that chance, but So first down for the Cavaliers. Probably last possession of the night for LP, one would think. And their last chance maybe to get on the board here. 40-0 Morris. Ball spotted just outside the Cavalier 15-yard line.
Well, let's just hope that the Cavs get through this last 9 minutes without any injuries, any more injuries anyways.
Right. Been banged up tonight now. Danny Beavers is down on the sideline getting attention.
Oh.
That's their starting linebacker, and he's hobbling along.
Yeah, number 32, Racine Jones with the carry.
It's been a tough night for the LP Cavaliers as far as the injuries go. Tough night all around. So, yeah, nice job. First time we've called Racine's name this year.
15-yard run on that play. That's the longest run of the night.
From the 15 out to the 30.
Maybe even the longest play of the night for the Cavaliers. So,
Justice Bird in at quarterback. And Bird's going to pass. Looking right, throwing just off the fingertips of the intended receiver. That was Josh Bickford, who's getting some action on offense. Maybe just out of necessity with all their injuries.
Yeah, I've not heard Bickford's name on offense so far this year.
We got Beavers getting medical attention, Pangrasic getting medical attention, Seneca getting medical attention.
Keelays is getting
his jersey's coming off.
Shoulder pads are coming off.
Yep.
His left arm is pretty ginger over there.
Romanoli was injured earlier tonight. And Bird's going to hand it off to Jones off right side, and Racing gets it out to about the 32. Give him a couple on that carry. We'll have a post-game show that will include our player of the game, our drive of the game. We'll have some final scores for you, some final stats as well. For once, Mike, we might get done before quite a few games.
Yeah, that has not been the case.
No.
Even at the games at home were late ones.
And
Bird. Miscommunication there.
Yeah, he's going to take it off and shows that ability that he has.
Yeah.
Justice Bird with a first down run out to about the 42. Gain, actually, they're going to, let's say about the 42. Gain of 10.
Yards, yeah.
So he's showing that burst, some excitement. Got to believe he'll be the quarterback next year for the Cavs. He's got a lot of tools to work with, for sure. First and 10 LP at their own 42. We're down under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 40-0. Hartman and Zebron are your receivers. Bird and Jones in the backfield. Bird going to run it. Off left tackle. Justice gets it out to the 45. Spins ahead to about the 47. Give him 5 on that carry.
Yeah, he's got a quick burst of energy there once he gets through to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just past 9 o'clock on 103.9 FM, 1220 AM. LaSalle Per Oglesby, WLPO. Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter from Morris High School, week 5. And it's been all Morris tonight, state ranked. They're number 3 in Class 4A. And putting on a show for homecoming is Morris. They lead the Cavaliers 40-0.
Yeah, I don't think they have any problem. That rating's not going to change.
Nope. Here's Jones, turns the corner. Oh, big contact.
Big hit.
And Jones got the better of that one, I think. Racine gets up, and I think he's got a first down carry. Yep.
Yeah, he made it all the way inside the 50.
About the 48 of Morris. So gain of 5. First down Cavs. Again, the Cavaliers trying to get on the board. Need a late change. Looks like Arzola coming in. Coach Medina. He's going to replace Mikey Hartman. Play clock down to 15. And Coach Medina is still talking to Justice. They're going to have to hurry up. Down to 10, they're still talking. Going to either get a delay a game or a timeout here.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to call timeout.
Nope, they get it off. Bird fumbles the snap, and he's going to take the sack. LP rushed it because Bird and Coach Medina were still chatting, and by the time they broke up that conversation, there was only about 10 seconds left in the game play clock.
Yeah, it's interesting that they didn't call timeouts. I mean,
Yeah.
they still have
One left,
but
yeah.
maybe they're trying to save it for something. But
One thing it did show, Mike, at least, is that obviously LP was paying attention to the play clock, and
yeah,
yes, it turned into a loss, but the players were aware. The center and quarterback.
they did a quick snap.
Yep. It goes as a loss of 4 for Bird, 2nd and 14. Straight drop back for Justice. He's in trouble. Throws and, just out of the reach of Arzola. Bird got a lot of air under that one, showed off his arm, and it was hit right before he released it. Arzola was streaking down the LP sideline, but just could not get to it.
Yeah, he stood in there in the pocket when the defender was crashing in on him, and he released it at the last possible second. And he did show his arm strength, but just over the outstretched arms of Arzola.
3rd and 14 now for the Cavs. We're under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Game might be about a 2-hour game here. We kicked off close to 7:15, right about there. And Bird going back, throwing over the middle, and overthrew Arzola, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah,
also in the area for LP was...
Is that Bickford again?
Yeah, Bickford,
Josh,
42.
Yeah, I think he was going for Arzola initially, but Bickford was close to the ball.
So last play of the game, one would think offensively for the Cavs if they don't convert this. It's a 4th down and 14 for LP at their own 48-yard line. Bird, plenty of time to throw, and now he doesn't have time. He will be sacked. Brought down at about the 43-yard line. So a turnover on downs, and LP looks like they're going to get shut out tonight.
Yeah, Morris is probably going to just sit on the ball here, I would imagine.
So a turnover on downs, and Morris will come on out, and probably just take a couple knees. They got the reserves in, though. I mean, if they want to run a few plays with reserves, wouldn't blame them. LP with a late substitution. Justice Bird coming in. And, a nice tackle in the backfield for the Cavs. He got through into the backfield. That was number 23, Zach Pasavasic. Man, it's almost like he knew that play was coming.
Yep.
So nice job by Zach with the tackle for a loss. Playing on right end.
See ya.
Down to 130, and the quarterback keeper this time, Varner, jukes the Cavalier defender, and he's knocked out of bounds. Jones with the tackle of Varner, and he's going to be marked out at the LP 33. It's enough for a first down. He got 13 yards, which is what he needed. And we're down to about a minute. And Morris not yet ready to take the knee. Bad snap, and LP.
The Cavaliers might have got that one.
Looks like the Cavaliers might have gotten a fumble recovery.
The ball was a high snap, and the quarterback tried to grab it out of the sky, and I think the Cavaliers...
Looked like number 59 for the Cavaliers.
Ryder Delphi with the recovery.
All right. So each team with 2 turnovers on the night now. Ryder Delphi gets his name in the stat book with a fumble recovery.
Yep, 24 seconds left, so Cavaliers probably don't have to run a play here. Will they?
Yeah, this will be
probably
15 seconds, see if they get one play off.
Might as well have Racing Jones, maybe just...
one last play down to 4 seconds. Nope, they're not even going to go ahead and do it. It's over.
Nope.
So Morris wins on homecoming 40-0 over LP. They move to 5-0. And the Cavaliers fall to 3-2. Coming up next, we'll wrap this one up with a post-game show. We'll have some numbers, the drive of the game and player of the game. 40-0, Morris over LP. Back after this on 103.9 WLPO.
Tonight's LP Cavalier football live stream is brought to you in part by Blackhawk Brokerage. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Sell & Ellen to help you get it done. Gergovich Family Chiropractic. Every family should have a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating. Quality name brand appliances plus award-winning service for over 75 years. City Center Rehabilitation, aquatic therapy, industrial rehabilitation, physical therapy, and sports medicine with one-on-one care. Support our sponsors and go Cavaliers!
Mom is Ellen Creedy. She has taught us to be helpful, kind, and to support our community whenever we can. When she went out on her own, she just wanted to help everyone she could. Her promise is to save her clients the most, whether you're the one buying or selling. She'll be there from the beginning all the way to the closing. If you are looking for a place or are ready to sell, make the right move and call my mom, Ellen at Blackhawk Brokerage. Go Cavs!
Plumbing, heating, cooling, generators, and appliances. Think Grazier's Plumbing and Heating in McNabb. Whether you run cold or hot, Grazier's will make sure your home is always just the right temperature. And for those cold winter nights, or when the power's out. And Grazier's does boilers too.
Gotta call Grazier's 882-2111.
Leading 26-0 at the half. They had 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half by Jacob Schwartz. A.J. Zweers, a 14-yard pass reception. Peterson, a 13-yard catch. And they put this one away in a matter of minutes at the start of the second half. A 76-yard pass button to Zweers, and Zweers with a 30-yard run. That got the clock running with a little over halfway through the third quarter. Neither team scored in the fourth. 40-0. Each team with 2 turnovers. Bird was intercepted by LP. Romanoli fumbled a handoff with Boudreau. And on the defensive side of things, Glenn with a fumble recovery and Delphi with a late fumble recovery for LP. So each team with 2 turnovers. The score, though, 40-0. Morris over LP. Morris wins the freshman-sophomore game as well, 7-0. And I'll bring in my partner, Mike Porter, with some final numbers.
Yeah, so the third and fourth quarter numbers for the Cavaliers were not really great as far as numbers-wise. The leading rusher for the Cavaliers would have been Boudreau with 26 yards. Racine Jones did chip in 23 near the end of the game. Brady Romanoli had a tough 17-yard rushing. Cordell Wheatley had 13 yards rushing, and Seth Adams had a 10-yard rush in the first quarter. That kind of stood up for him. Brandon Boudreau finished the night 4 for 10 for 28 yards passing. So not a really big passing game tonight. Justice Bird was 0 for 3 passing. As far as leading receivers go, it would have to be Cordell Wheatley with a 7-yard reception. Zebron had 1 reception, and Seth Adams had 1 along with Arzola. Penalties-wise, the Cavaliers did do much better tonight, so they have to be proud about that. Cavaliers were 3 for 7 on third down, and they also had, like you said, they had those 2 turnovers, 1 fumble and 1 interception. So overall, they just were beat by a better team. That's just really all you can say. Yeah,
it was all Morris tonight. 40-0 over LP. We'll take one final break. When we come back, we'll give you our drive of the game and our player of the game. Morris on homecoming night for them. A resounding 40-0 victory over LP. Back after this. things up at Morris High School. Morris beats LP 40-0, and time now for our post-game awards. First, our Bill Walsh Drive of the Game. Tonight's drive brought to you by the Bill Walsh Automotive Group. For your next ride without doing any driving at all, log on to BillWalsh.com. And unfortunately tonight, no offensive scores. I think they had, one drive maybe on the night that they got on the Morris side.
Correct.
Of the football field. But we're going to go with the defensive side, right?
Yeah, the defense had that one stop in the third quarter, I believe, or was it in the fourth quarter?
It was in the third because at that point it stopped, kept Morris from getting the 40-point threshold to run the clock.
So the defense really stood up on that particular drive, and some top plays from some of the top defenders for tonight's game. So we chose that as the drive of the game.
The LP Player of the Game is brought to you by First State Bank, locally owned, committed to exceptional service and banking products like Zelle and on-the-go mobile banking. To learn more, contact the winning team at First State Bank. And I circled Will Murtis early and often. Will, number 19 on defense, was making a lot of tackles tonight. Obviously, offensively, nobody really could get much going offensively, but I want to give it to a guy on the defensive side of the football for the first time this year, Will Murtis, number 19.
Yeah, we haven't had too many defenders being the player of the game over the last couple of years, but tonight, obviously, the offense really didn't perform all that well, and Will definitely stood out on the defensive side of the ball. He made plays all night from the beginning to end, so we're proud to give Will Murtis the player of the game tonight.
Congratulations to Will. Again, Morris wins tonight 40-0 over LP. I want to thank all of our sponsors of LP Cavalier Football: GAF in Peru, LaSalle Body and Fender, Town and Country Services, James Hardy, Hometown National Bank, Family Pride Cleaners, Eureka Savings Bank, Edward Jones, Derek Brayton, Financial Advisor, Financial Plus Credit Union, Subway, Beck's Oil, who brought tonight's 2 turnovers caused by LP. Also, the Locker Room, Gergovich Family Chiropractic, Bill Walsh, and First State Bank. We urge you to do business with all those fine local businesses across the Illinois Valley. Want to thank Michael Redman, John Spencer, engineering back at the studios. Want to thank Mike Sabatini behind the camera. Of course, you can watch the game in high definition all year long and go back and watch the games as they are archived up on the Star of Rock Media YouTube channel. Well, Mike, you came into a buzzsaw tonight if you're LP. It was homecoming night for Morris, and they got ahead early, never looked back. LP still 3-2, still in good position. You got to just move on from this one.
Yeah, they kind of knew that after 5 games, this is probably where they were going to be based on who they were playing for those first 5 games. So no surprises there. So like you said, they just have to go and forget this game ever happened and head north to Woodstock next week and put it on the Woodstock team and get to 4-2. So they just have to forget this game ever happened and just move forward.
Some other scores just before we go. Princeton did beat Sterling tonight 28-6. Kewanee 41-0 over Hall. St. Bede 42-8 over Westmont. Hayworth beating Fieldcrest late. It was Amboy Lamoille late over Ridgewood. And just for me, Mike, I didn't see about your alma mater tonight, but obviously a big game for my Moline Maroons. They were up late over Rock Island 28-10. That's like the LaSalle-Peru Ottawa battle when it comes to the Quad Cities. So my Maroons look like they're going to beat the Rocks tonight. Again, the final score here tonight was 40-0 Morris. They win the freshman-sophomore game as well by a score of 7-0. Well, we're back on the air next week on the road from Woodstock. We'll take the pregame at about 7 o'clock. For Mike Porter, I'm Jeremy Aiken. For Mike Sabatini behind the camera on the Star of Rock Media YouTube feed. Mike, have a great weekend. We'll do it again next Friday.
Yep, we'll look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody be safe and have a great weekend. And enjoy with the first day of fall tomorrow. The Cavaliers 3-2, and we'll look to get back on the winning track next week.
When you need a new appliance, think Grazier's Plumbing and Heating in McNabb. Look at this impressive list of brands Grazier's offers. From kitchen to laundry, appliances at Grazier's may just be the best kept secret in McNabb.
Gotta call Grazier's 882-2111.
Tonight's LP Cavalier football live stream is brought to you in part by Blackhawk Brokerage. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Sell & Ellen to help you get it done. Gergovich Family Chiropractic. Every family should have a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating. Quality name brand appliances plus award-winning service for over 75 years. City Center Rehabilitation. Aquatic therapy, industrial rehabilitation, physical therapy, and sports medicine with one-on-one care. Support our sponsors and go Cavaliers!